Hi, this is Glenn from CTFairBets. It's been a while since we have spoken, and I want to try to get to things quickly. I'm going to keep it under 10 minutes so people could watch it on their break. I have a couple things here, but I want to say first and foremost to Mohegan Sun, congratulations being #1 casino in the U.S. However, I heard that HR had a table set up in a cafeteria, and every day, if you went through Mohegan Sun to vote, to their site to vote, you would be able to enter into a drawing. Can someone send me an email who won or the top prizes also? But it's funny, I'm pretty sure the people that ran this competition didn't know Mohegan Sun's, 6, 7, 8,000 employees were stuffing the ballot box. You guys are killing me. You can't make this up. All right, so what else do we have? I'll come back to that. The Eastern Pequots, which are in Ledyard, I believe, they agree with MGM to allow other Native American tribes and or MGM and other gaming companies to get into the market in Connecticut. So that was interesting. Also, the state of Connecticut is number 3 behind Puerto Rico and Massachusetts in debt. The state of Connecticut is $74 billion in debt, and I'm sure they could have made a better deal than what they did in Windsor. Okay, also Paul Bocelli, something like that, whatever his name is. He's born on 8/13/56. The player that hit Ruth, the dual-rate pit boss, and threw a phone at her and punched the dealer not too long ago. Did they allow him back? How about the player, Mr. TT, who plays up on the 36th floor? Is he back already? All right, let's see what's next. Powerball is at 535 million, 338 million if you take a lump sum. My son, as we were setting up, asked me, Dad, would you stop doing this if you hit the Powerball? And I told him absolutely not. I would actually double down and spend as much money as I can to get my 57,000 and to right the ship. What you did to Maria was embarrassing, but since you're hiding behind tribal sovereignty, you don't have to answer to your sins. But yes, if I hit the jackpot tonight, I would still go forward what I'm going forward with. So now, speaking of Maria, the floor person that got unjustly fired, here's the police report. I think it's 14 pages or 12 pages. And I just want to read real fast, and my son will pick this up. There has been no evidence that there was collusion between the suspects in this case. It appears that suspect 1 and 2, Matt the player and Maria the floor person, had taken upon themselves to allow past posting and other gaming violations on the table in order to keep suspect happy and to continue to gamble. And it goes on to, they have, it's been allowed a bunch of times and nobody ever said stop. And again, this happened 2/11/15. We're at August. So what's that, 26, 27 months? And nothing has been taken care of as far as Maria's been concerned, aka the OJ trial at Mohegan Sun. I've got an email and I thought it was pretty interesting. And this goes out to table game supervisors. It says, when assisting a slot patron, take the following steps. Call Central Dispatch at 27733 and press number 2 for the slots. Then choose option number 2 again, and be sure to include the machine location that begins with the letter followed by the numbers. Well, the reason why they put that email or memo out was, I didn't know this, is that they laid off almost 85% of slot attendance. So now they're expecting table games to pick up the slots and table games and pick up their slack because of the layoffs to slot floor people. So when the supervisors are going on break, it's not bad enough they're watching 6 games sometimes, or pit managers have 3 pits. Now you want them to work in slots. Maybe on break they should start making sandwiches in the cafeteria. Or if you're on the sky side, maybe you can valet park 1 or 2 cars. Also, the Mohican, what's it called, powwow, I believe is this weekend. And they're asking employees to volunteer to help, to help as such things as throwing out the trash and other such things, but they're not going to pay you. You can volunteer, but they're not going to pay you. Apparently, I thought it was last year, and I told everybody I would try to behave myself, but I gotta say this in all due honesty. You gotta have huge balls to tell people to volunteer for your event and clean up, do everything else for free. That's kind of stunning. I would like to know if anybody could text me, send me an email at CTFairBet. I need 2 things. If you could find out who generated, whether it was HR that generated the memo about you're not going to get paid, but you can volunteer, and about cleaning trash cans, because that's stunning. You got to have huge levels. But, considering what goes on property, it does not surprise me. But, other than that, I'm trying to keep it short and sweet. These flash drives, I was going to send out, DVDs, but now we're putting things on flash drives. My son is. And we're going to ship these out to government people and newspapers, and just, you beat me for $57,000, so I'm not going to let it go. I'm not going to get it until I get my $57,000. So, because, I don't want to go too far into this, but people have sent me emails like, Glenn, why do you still do this? Or why do you seem so pissed? Well, the issue is I appeared in a closed-door hearing. I told the truth about Maria after I was subpoenaed. the tribe released a transcript without my name being redacted or blacked out. So next thing you know, I'm in the New York Post, all kinds of newspapers countrywide. But in the handbook, it says there's a privacy. I can't talk about them. They can't talk about me as employees. But I wasn't afforded that option. You put my name when you shouldn't have. And as far as what you did to Maria was criminal. But that was Mark Clueless and his boyfriend Tommy just trying to bury Maria because they didn't like her. So, Mohican Sun, am I planning on stopping? No, I'm not. And these flash drives, I'm getting them made with my name on them, and I'm going to get them to every paper in New York, the Wall Street Journal, everybody's going to have this flash drive. And it's just going to tell the truth of the abuse and gross negligence you have shown your staff. But to everybody, it's good to talk to you. Most of you I miss. And one thing I want to say again, remember, you are there to serve the patrons, but you are not their servant. Everyone take care. Keep your hands up. Talk to you soon.